lab?
So yeah, it's Labrador. But like, I look at that instantly, I can tell it's Labrador.
I was thinking Pitbull.
Like, I can see.
Feel blue.
How's she found out? Yeah, she thought it was
Let's do it.
I really don't care. I wanted to get up. I love it. I don't feel a little bit more.
Let's do it. Do it.
No, yeah. But I told my mom.
Let's do it. Do it.
I fucking had to. Like, the dog's already bought. I just assumed you guys knew what dog you were buying. You know? Like, yeah,
Let's do it.
Hey, yo. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do it. Do it. Let's do it. Do it.
Taking advantage of the space.
Yeah, if we had a studio, that would be fantastic. All right, are we all set? Danny, do you need anything? I set up the Twitch. Yeah. Got. Otherwise, close the door.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah. We have logo. Is that what
We
you're
do
saying?
the old.
Very, very easy to.
Hello, good evening. Welcome back to another episode of the SharpSHOOTers. As always, we are your hosts, Juice, Danny, and Matt, and we are here to talk about Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and everything in between. How are you guys feeling this week?
Are we going to talk about poop too?
What?
What are you talking about poop? Let's talk about some poop.
Right, well, before we get into poop, though,
Okay.
we do have to acknowledge that it is a new day, new time. Welcome.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month. Nation of Domination, baby, represent. But for what? Melting Pat! What's up, Melting Pat?
He's back?
He's in the chat. Can
Yeah!
I just say, we missed you, man.
I can't tell you how much we've actually missed you.
Wow.
It's actually pretty crazy.
Woo. We got Melting Pat in the
This
chat.
is going to be a fun night.
I hope Mrs. Melting Pat and little Melting Pat are doing
Baby,
good
baby.
as well. Baby
I don't
Pat.
think I'm ready for it. I'm
That's
kinda
awesome.
nervous now.
Well, hello. Good to see you. But yeah, no, new day, new time. We've been going back and forth for a while here with the holidays and football and other stuff going on. But we have decided for now, Thursdays at 7 p.m., new date, new time. Here for you. So stick with us. We'd like to see it.
You know what? Real quick, Melting Pat.
He's honored.
Figure
They're all
out what
here.
happened.
He said they're all here.
For some reason, I got kicked out of WrestleMania's a couple of months ago.
All right, let's
You know,
take that
since
you're
you're back,
Take that
let's
offline.
go.
Take that to
Let's
side.
go.
Go to chat. Go to DM him. Go to private
Anyway,
chat.
as always, we're starting off with our trivia. This week is Juice's trivia. What you got for us?
All right. So the Royal Rumble was this past weekend. So my question is Royal Rumble related. And if you missed it last week, you should go check out in our archives and on demand on our YouTube page with the link down below. By the way, we did the greatest Royal Rumble winners of all time.
That was dope.
Nice little tournament with all the Royal Rumble winners of the past. My trivia question though is who has won the most Royal Rumbles and also lost all their opportunities at WrestleMania from that win.
So they never cashed in.
No,
They cashed in,
they
but
never won.
who lost the most opportunities from their Rumble win?
Yeah, you got it.
If that doesn't make sense, I can try and reiterate.
No,
No,
I
I
think
I understand what you mean. I think I got it.
Okay. My answer is Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
You won.
Oh, did he win? I have no idea.
All right.
I'm gonna say Randy Orton.
Randy Orton? No, the answer is Edge.
Oh.
Edge, really?
He won the Rumble twice.
What a fucking
Lost
loser.
both cash-in opportunities.
Wow.
Cash-in meaning the
Yeah,
WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people that won it and didn't win like the defense, but Edge did it twice.
That's so crazy.
And that stuck out to me. He's the only person to do it twice, so poor Edge.
Rey Mysterio.
A for effort.
The
A
whole
for
thing
effort.
was that he won it because
A for effort.
the World Heavyweight
Did he?
Championship.
I wasn't watching.
Yeah, he did it for Eddie, remember? He did it for Eddie. Yeah.
I can't. That was great. All right.
Hold on, we have Mrs. wants to know why you got kicked out of
You
that place.
Figment's never told me I failed at it. That's why I got kicked.
DM one of us.
I'll DM you guys. Don't worry about
All
it.
right.
So
that was trivia.
that was a good one.
Good trivia.
That was a good one.
You keep going.
All right. So next up, we have Where's Matt at? We're gonna do it a little differently this week. We're gonna start off with a recap of our predictions from last week since we had the Royal Rumble, and it was only 4 matches, nice and simple.
Still went 4 hours though.
Still went 4 hours.
Very long.
Producer, if you could pull up the predictions tab.
See how we did.
Slightly annoyed.
There we go.
Changed my pick like a fool.
What did you change?
CM Punk. I had Cody Rhodes.
Well, CM Punk changed it mid-match, so you were.
That's what I'm telling you. Part of me feels like maybe he was supposed to win it. You know.
I don't think so.
Maybe. No, I
I
doubt
don't think so.
They would. I don't think they would have had Rhodes there if he was supposed to win it.
Or Rhodes wouldn't have gotten the power.
Braun Breaker was incredible in the men's rumble.
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
He
He
looked
had
like
a
Brock
good show.
Lesnar.
Well, yeah, and that's apparently what they said. They said he pretty much filled the Brock spot,
Yeah.
all the eliminations, everything.
That's very
They
dope.
just made Braun get Brock's thing, which is very interesting.
And I mean, of all the guys, that makes the most sense. If like it's going to be an up and comer or something you're trying to highlight, I like that with Braun. He
Yeah.
looked good in the Rumble too, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we all got Roman right.
Big surprise.
Logan match took a shot, didn't get KO.
I really thought
Almost.
KO won it for a second.
If it wasn't for the damn referee.
And then he wasn't on Raw the next day to build on it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, Braun. Yeah, I mean, he was still.
Well, they mentioned that because he's getting signed to SmackDown.
They announced him for SmackDown.
Well, they teased him for SmackDown on the
Yeah,
phone.
so they're not going to have him on Raw because they had Andrade on Raw to kind of build that momentum, and then they're going to have the separate on SmackDown to build that momentum.
Yeah.
Which is typical.
Plus, he's still like in NXT doing stuff there. So I mean, I don't think it's an official call up just yet, but we'll see how the next few weeks go.
I think they're going to do kind of like what they do with Carmelo, or like he's just doing both shows for a little bit, but they're like kind of highlight him on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Women's Royal Rumble, which best match of the night. Bailey, you guys got correct. I was very upset about that.
I don't even remember picking her.
Made sense. Sorry. You followed.
I remember specifically that we both said our storyline, and you said that the his
that's
made
what it
sense.
was.
Yeah, that's why you
we
chose
each knew
Bailey.
Roman Reigns is a jobber.
Yo,
I mean, I don't know
What?
about that.
I don't think that. Do you know what jobber means?
Yeah,
Figment's nightmare.
Hasn't lost in like years.
You're definitely a jobber.
Oh wait.
Whoa.
Yeah. Then the men's rumble.
None of us
we
got
said
right.
that, but hey, I'll take my 3-1. That's good.
3-1, and then 2-2 for the rest of us. So overall,
Yeah.
I still have a four. What is it? Win 4-point total.
Yeah.
Over Juice. 73 and
He struggled
24.
with that.
69 and 28. I don't know what the.
It started with the
51 and
Continental
46.
Classic.
Numbers.
You just can't get numbers.
All
I
right.
got- no, I got the numbers. I just didn't get the words. The numbers made sense to me.
And we don't got to get into the weeds of it all, but I do want to point out we did make some extra predictions of beyond the matches. I did get the men's Final Four right,
Oh, Mazel tov.
and I did get the women's number 30 right with Liv Morgan. So
Yeah.
I'll take my little pat on the back there with those picks.
Nice.
I think my Final Four was a little off.
Should have been your front of four was very.
Also, an aside, Nia Jax is one of the worst wrestlers I've ever
Oh,
seen.
no.
Zero redeeming qualities. You will get no
I mean,
pushback from me.
Melting Pat,
and
we love you even more.
Melting Pat, you missed out. A few weeks ago, we had our Shooty Awards, where we gave out awards for the best and worst of 2023, and I think Nia Jax cleaned up pretty well.
Yes.
Worst women's wrestler of the year. And if you want to see that, also in our link tree down below is the YouTube link, and in there all the episodes, including the Shooty Awards themselves. If you want, any of you guys want to check that out.
Yeah, Twitch only has a week, the last week until we do our new one, so everything else goes to YouTube, so check that out.
They're all there.
For sure.
Like
But
and subscribe.
The Shooters was definitely a really good one. You should definitely check that out if you missed it. All right. With that being said, let's move on to the rankings.
Yeah.
Is that it for Royal Rumble talk? Or?
We're going to get back to the Rumble.
Okay.
talk.
Oh, yeah, we'll
Yeah.
talk about during the Mania stuff.
Is
So,
there anything else you want to talk about the predictions?
AEW
No, I'll rank it.
rankings. I just
Oh.
want to get them up. So these are the last ever AEW rankings that I will be doing here on the SharpSHOOTers show. They served their purpose. I began this journey months ago.
They bridged the gap.
I agree.
I did what I could to get us to
Good
the
job,
promised
Juice.
land. Convinced TK. The rankings were needed. Thank you. And here we are. So now these are my rankings that I did up until the end of last night before Tony Khan's rankings came out. So now we can compare and see how I did versus how he did over the last few months.
clarify.
I got
Clarification on
Tony's
that.
rankings over here, so I'll let
Go
you
for
guys
it.
know.
Are they Tony's rankings? I thought there's a committee that does them.
There's a championship committee. I only said that because Tony Khan tweeted it out last night. But yeah, it is the championship committees.
I see they left Florida State out again.
Yeah. She can win that every year. She's
Trash.
She's
yeah,
on a rocks. Yeah, she sucks.
yeah, she's awful.
We hate it.
I'm with you.
Anyway,
But yeah.
on to the better women.
So the quick ones we can get out of the way: the men's and the women's singles, 100% lined up.
That's
My
Crazy.
men's
Impressive.
with his women's are completely in sync.
very good.
Yeah, Swerve, Adam, and Copeland were where they had him. I had him last time. All I did was, and I actually had Strong above Mox, but after Mox beat Jeff Hardy,
And Strong didn't.
Strong didn't wrestle. I flipped it, and
Makes
that's
sense.
exactly what happened here. Women's, I moved up Deanna and Thunder because they had matches since our last time, our last our last call. But I haven't mentioned a good wrestler yet. What? What are you talking about?
Don't
Yeah, you know
don't
who
fall
he's
into that.
talking
You
about.
know who he wants.
I'm not even. Okay.
That
Um,
pale mother.
Yeah, Sky Blue moved down. Mariah May debuted. I did move Willow out. Willow was the big mover out of the women's rankings because she hasn't really had a singles match, I think, since World's End. So it's funny she's having one next week, but whatever. Tag teams. I shot Sting and Darby up because they're getting the tag title shot.
Makes sense.
What?
Next week.
Next week.
Sooner than I expected.
Yeah, next two new tag team champions, maybe.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that.
And then they're going to drop it to the Bucks at Revolution. Have fun.
Probably. It's a tornado.
Unless-
it's a tornado
Unless
tag
the
now.
Bucks cost them the match next week.
No,
And
they're
that's
not.
what's at the Revolution.
They're definitely gonna. I think
I don't know. They alluded to something.
Well, it's a tornado tag now.
I know, but I'm saying the Bucks alluded to something this past last night.
Yeah.
Last night.
This past Wednesday.
FTR stays. Private Party moves up. Kingdom and Matthews and Black move down. Now with the trios and the tag team, big issue I had that didn't really line up. Kind of threw off my rankings versus theirs. They put Dark Order in tag teams and trios. Now,
well, I mean, your tag teams are kind of completely off. Even with Dark Order.
Well, besides what, Dark Order and then Orange and
Dark
Trent.
Order, then you got Danielson and Castagnoli.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Private Party, so Private Party's 4. And then you got Cassie and Beretta. So no House of Black, no Kingdom, and no FTR.
Yeah, I can get Kingdom not being on their list, but FTR and Matthews to Black should be on there. Orange and Trent had like one tag win all year so far, and like it's just I didn't really agree with it. I don't really see why.
Well, Matthews and Black also got a loss, so that might be what he's factoring into it. That technically OC and Beretta are undefeated, I guess.
Maybe, but the Dark Order thing. I know why they're doing it. He's counting. Well, they're counting the committee. Dark Order's been wrestling before the shows every week in dark matches, like legit dark matches that aren't going on YouTube. They aren't being seen by anybody.
Oh, that's dumb. So they're counting that?
And they're counting that.
That's stupid.
Because if you go look at like their records for the year, their trios and their tags, I think they've only had one televised match, and it was like one tag win on Rampage.
Yeah, that's dumb if they're doing that.
So, but they're counting. They've got to be counting the trios because they haven't had a trios match on TV. Like, actually, no, they probably had the trios, the one for Brody, but that's it. So either way, they shouldn't be on both. So I think that was a little messed up. I don't think they should be counting those, but looks like they're going to be.
All right, and then for the trios.
Yeah, and the trios is kind of the same thing. I do not get Top Flight and Andretti not being in their top 5.
That doesn't make sense to me either.
I don't get it. That's ridiculous to me. And again, Dark Order's the one that's on there that's not on mine. So
Yep.
I think that was a miss personally, but otherwise.
Warriors and Briscoe also being 2 doesn't make sense to me, but that's fine.
Yeah, I mean they might have had like 1 or 2 wins, but I don't weigh their wins as much as.
I feel like also Briscoe moved on last week from that.
Yeah, and and even Bang Bang Gang, like, or Bullet Club Gold as they put them. I only shot them at number 1 because they won the Ring of Honor Trios titles. They haven't wrestled trios like that much. I don't know. Either way, I feel good about how my list ended up versus theirs.
That's what they do.
So I'm good.
All right.
Thank you, AEW rankings. Farewell. Avida Zing. Goodbye.
So since we're in Where's Matt At, where do you want to start? WWE or AEW? There's a lot of info we got to talk about this week.
Let's start AEW because then we could bridge to WWE because there's going to be Rumble talk.
And we got fantasy booking.
We got poop talk.
I don't know where this poop talk's coming from. So, first thing, Copeland, Suzuki. What do you think?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's been like a week and a half compared to our normal week, so it's a little bit more wrestling to cover here this week.
Yeah, for sure.
I liked it.
I thought it was really good.
I really loved it.
It was I don't know. I felt like it was a typical Suzuki match.
I was gonna say
hard hitting.
Yeah, but still,
that's not a bad thing. But.
Like it's one of those matches where halfway through I was just like, holy shit! Like we're getting this in this 2024. Like that's nuts to me. It just sucks. Like that crowd was awful. The Savannah, Georgia crowd.
Yeah, I didn't like them the entire night.
It was better this week, but that crowd last week was dog shit.
But the other problem is that, and I've been seeing it online, and I hate it. And it's, again, those online marks that are just like complain, but they're just like, Edge is just wrestling all these random matches, and there's no like story, and he's only feuding with one person. And I'm like, he's only been here for a few months. Let the man at least he's wrestling.
This
every
is what
week.
he wants to do.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd rather this than him not appear until like Mania.
Right?
That's it.
So stupid.
Or wrestle a dark match and then show up for a pay-per-view.
Yeah. Yeah. Who does that?
Like, staring at me for.
Who would do that?
Well, you were at the dark match.
I know. I got to see Punk's only non-hurt match in the past like year.
Allegedly. I don't know if he's actually injured, but anyway, whatever.
All right. So Copeland Suzuki, yeah, I agree, was really good. Suzuki's just becoming a mainstay, so it's fun to watch him.
Yeah. I want to talk about Alex Abrahantes.
That whore.
You don't?
I do.
Oh.
I want to. I gotta get it off my chest again.
Dirty slut.
Alex Abrahantes is a high school whore. Jumps around. Any little bitch wearing a mask.
It's a family show. Watch the language.
I don't care, man.
I mean, he's right.
Little melting pot.
Little melting pad, please.
Little melting pad,
Earmuffs.
please put on the earmuffs, which are on sale now on our store down below.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
You should do that though. Earmuffs. Earmuffs, so all the kids at home. No, but like he comes out with Vikingo, and then he helps Commander win, and then he leaves with Commander. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I swear to God, if he touches one of these CMLL people,
Oh, he's
I'm
got
gonna,
the-
I'm gonna
he's
lose
got
my
the whole-
mind.
bro.
He's
He
got the whole Mexican
he had to
locker
change
room.
his pants once he
Like,
saw
well,
that.
just because someone is Latino and a wrestler doesn't mean Alex Abrahantes has to come out with them. Thank you for thinking of him, but
He's
he's
heard
heard
worse.
worse. All right, good cock balls.
Whoa.
Hey,
This man,
that's not worse.
you can't give him that.
I hate it. It's so annoying. He's so
No,
lame,
it is too much.
and most of these people don't even need it. They can speak English well enough.
Or not even that, they're just not part of the faction. Like it's not like he
It's
has
so
a giant
incoherent.
faction where it's like, all right, at least he's everyone's person. They're just like running like, oh, this week they're a part of them. Oh, this week they're a part of them. Like, but they don't say that. It's just so stupid.
It's so lame.
And the match is just like I'm staring. I'm like, wait, who's he with? Like,
Yeah,
who did he come out with? Who's he helping? Who's he with? I'm confused.
that's all. I just had to talk about that. I hate him.
No,
He
he's a
sucks.
little whore. Yes, I agree. Soraya Ruby.
Yeah, Saraya and Ruby. I love the story. I know some people don't really care for it. It's something
great.
different. It's fun. I just hope that it actually gets a Revolution spot. I think that match deserves to be on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be a blow-off on a Rampage or a Collision. I think they deserve to get a spot on the card. Not even the buy-in. I think that match has earned the right to be on there. But
Do you know the storyline?
Something with why can't I think of her name?
Harley Cameron.
Harley Cameron is like in the middle of them now, right?
Yeah, Saraya and Harley Cameron are like
Of his
manipulating Ruby. They're trying to. Well, it's not really working, but kind of working, and they're using Anna Jay against it.
And
So-
what's his face? Cool Hand Luke is also.
Cool Hand Ange.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Cool Hand Ange.
Yeah, that's the love interest.
I think Cool Hand Luke's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, Cool Hand Ange.
No, but I mean, it's such an easy storyline. It's a very like storyline that you can relate to. So I don't understand why people hate it so much.
Yeah.
It's like so simple. I love it. It hasn't been done in a while. Like that kind of like behind the stage. Like I'm trying to not let you get with your man because you're my best friend. Blah 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 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So another match I liked Danielson Nagata a lot. I mean, that's I love Danielson. Nagata, just a Japanese legend. Awesome, solid match. Really nothing, no big note to say, but I like the story of Danielson beating these triple crowns and go against these people to build up to him fighting Eddie.
Yeah, that's such a good feud coming, man. I love it. And then every time they interact, it's just some kind of like funny moment.
Nagata, he was the original Blue Power Ranger.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, he was.
that's
Yeah,
what I
now
thought.
that you know.
Yeah, cool.
You want to elaborate why you came to this
I
decision?
forgot his nickname was Blue something.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like Blue Ranger or something.
Blue Ranger, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, Melted Pat. Yeah, the Danielson matches have been so good. And I'm glad that like he's, even though he's getting that injured prone label, he hasn't been getting injured. It's been nice that he's been able to like watch him.
I don't think
Looks
he was.
like the eye injury's finally done with. No more patch, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think the eye was. I mean, it was bad. I'm sure he was fine for a while through most of that wrestling.
Of course, yeah.
Eventually, even the arm.
Meanwhile, Adam Cole's going backwards. He went from crutches to a wheelchair.
I love it. It's so funny. I love it so
They're
much.
letting him move around. Good for them.
It's so good.
Well, Wardlow may be joining him soon. No.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Wait,
Yeah, Wardlow got like a weird like knee thing at the end of his match.
really?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Well, for what it's worth, he did tweet out after the show he's fine.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
I would
Twitter.
think he's really fine if he tweeted.
I'm
he's
very
fine,
interested to
but
see like
he
where
was
that
limping,
storyline's going.
like
to.
right at the end of the match.
You put Serena Deeb. What do you want to talk about the professor?
Yeah, I'm hyped. She's back. I mean, that's it. I love that she's back, waving the flag, made her look like a superstar. That promo was awesome. I mean, like
Yeah.
most people can't pull off promos like that anymore.
Chair's
Wheelchair's a heat machine.
is a heat
It's
machine.
easy. They gotta put the hot rod on the back of it again, so it's Roderick's wheelchair,
That would be great.
or the Coltrane.
I love that. I love that Roger still screams people's name and that hasn't gone away.
I'm okay.
fun.
I'm alright with it when it makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't really work for me.
Like Commander.
Yeah, sometimes it works. Like
It has to be a two-name person.
Yeah, it's up and down for me, but I'm okay with it because it is over. But yeah, that's it with Deep. I'm just hyped she's back. I hope that they build her up and they keep using her. And she doesn't
She really
set
is
up
so
in-
good.
I just don't want her in Ring of Honor in like a month or something.
Yeah, that's fair.
What do you guys think of the six-man trios tag elimination match?
It was very good.
I like the match. I don't like how it was done.
The wording of it. I understand they didn't really change it, but the wording of it, I didn't. It felt like a swap.
Yeah, well, because they changed it from elimination to escape,
Yeah.
and it made everybody think like, why would you need to escape? But the whole thing is, if you look at all of them, it's really about you trying to eliminate your opponent out of the match to get the advantage.
Exactly.
But they messed up with the terminology because it is supposed to be like an elimination tag where like you're throwing out like that's how they had like Brody was charging Cash I think and went through like torpedoed.
I know that was
or Dax.
That was Dax.
He was doing that to eliminate Dax, and then the same with Buddy and Cash.
Because then Cash went through the table.
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was great. Probably my favorite AEW match of the year so far.
Wow.
I know it's only a month in.
No, the match was really good.
I loved it. Yeah, I thought it was great. It got Garcia over huge. I'm wondering if Mist is gonna fuck with him now.
Oh, you think?
You know, some people are able to overcome it, as we've seen. Willow overcame it. Sky succumbed to it.
Which Willow they never had on camera. It happening.
They did not. They didn't.
So allegedly Willow got over it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly she got over it. I think you're gonna say allegedly she even got spit on, but
allegedly.
We don't know what happens on cameras.
No, but the Collision Mania was really good. I hope they do like more. Really, we keep saying it. I want the triple cage back.
Triple cage.
I want to see a triple cage.
I want triple cage.
Last thing for AEW, Sting and Darby. We talked about it a little before. Pretty much touched on it all, but like, so you guys are thinking next week they win the belts? No shot they don't. And then they go in and lose it to the Bucks. They're dropping to the Bucks. Because the way the Bucks were saying it, I don't know if they're going to cost them the match in order for them to accept their challenge for Revolution.
I think it depends when Ricky Stark's contract is up.
You're right. No, you're very right. Because it's true. Like, I mean, the rankings just came back. So what better way to say screw the rankings than to have the Young Bucks like jump the line and take the tag title shot from Sting and Darby. At Revolution. But on the other hand, you bring up a good point, is that now the rankings are back, they could ignore that, and you could just have them screw Sting and Darby. Actually, you know what? No, it's not going to happen. I'm sticking with the original thing. They're going to win the tag titles, and Bucks are going to beat them because they've been playing up this undefeated streak.
Yeah, they're not going to have Sting lose.
You're not going to end it on a Dynamite weeks before the final match.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're gonna go into Revolution with the streak on the line, the final match, the belt on the line.
Now,
but man, the amount of heat that they would get if they do that next week.
Do they try to screw them? Maybe unsuccessfully.
I say no. I don't think so. I think they're gonna.
No, they're gonna do something. They're gonna get involved next week.
I don't think
they're not gonna help them.
I think they're just gonna play the political card and let them win, and then pull their weight and give themselves a tag title shot.
I don't know.
I don't think they're getting physical.
He literally said we're gonna have to make you like accept or understand. Like he literally said that on Dynamite.
But they've been playing.
They're not gonna make them by saying like I'm pulling my EVP card.
But that's what they've been doing this whole time. They've been playing their executive card.
Thank you, Melting Pat. They would be people. You'd be pissed. You'd be nuts.
Yeah. Listen, I'd be. Yeah, but okay, I'd be pissed about it happening next week. If it happens at Revolution, I still wouldn't like it, but I'd be like, okay.
Well,
doing it on Dynamite.
It's gonna happen at Revolution.
But that makes more sense than on a pay-per-view than on a random Dynamite. I'm just saying. I'd be more annoyed if it happens next week. I don't even like the Young Bucks.
Melting Pat said I don't even like the Young Bucks, but
you know what, Melting Pat? Some people just like to watch the world burn. And me, I've watched more than enough Smokey the Bear commercials in my age. I like to keep my planet green.
All right, moving on to WWE. Not as much news, but arguably bigger news coming from WWE this week. A lot of crazy shit happening.
I know. Raw's going to Netflix.
Raw's going to Netflix. Let's knock that one out of the way.
Oh, you want to talk about poop?
We're getting there. We're gonna get there. We're getting to
He really wants to talk about it.
Pace yourself. Pace yourself.
Trying to put the lid on it. So.
That was work. But no, Raw to Netflix in 2025 January.
Allegedly.
I think a good thing that comes from Raw going to Netflix is we might get like the network stuff back, where like those original stuff and the original series and all that kind of stuff.
Real quick, you guys going to WrestleMania? We will be at both nights. No, at this point, I know it's in Philly this year, but John is going to have to cave and get Netflix. No, I'm not. I'm not actually. I made it a point to even say to them when it happened. I was like,
100%.
Like, that's gonna make it easier not to watch Raw now every week.
He said
So
no
I'm
more
not-
2025. You got to enjoy
Yeah,
2024. And
That's
that's
not.
it.
So, he called this shit poop. He did. He called this shit poop. Peacock deal expires in 2026. The network wouldn't go to Netflix until after that, which is a good point. All that original content they make is going to stick with Peacock until that deal ends. So,
But Peacock doesn't even have most of the original content on there, which is like
They don't.
also very annoying.
yeah, it's just lost to us.
It's crazy.
It's unfortunate, but no, nothing
No,
right
the
now.
middle one.
You're good right
Oh,
now. Yeah.
sorry, first one. I'll let you know when.
I did think they were going to go to Prime, but they surprisingly went to.
I think Netflix makes a little more sense than Prime. More people have Netflix.
I
It's
like
more
it more.
kid friendly. Yeah, I
Trust
think
me.
Netflix makes more sense.
Like, I at least get Netflix here and there, but Prime, no value to me at least.
And then
as
the
a consumer.
Peacock.
It's
users
a
great
lot of
stuff,
money
so-
though. I don't know how Netflix is able to afford that.
It's what Netflix? Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
$23 a month or some shit.
No,
Or you mean the deal?
500 million.
Oh, I thought you
I was
meant.
about to say that's how Netflix is able to afford it though, because they charge everyone $23 a fucking.
And now you can't share your password with anybody.
I know.
I'm just saying, man. I'm feeling a little
I love it.
piratey out there, but
And then also coming from Raw, CM Punk out again. No WrestleMania. Same tricep. You really think he's good? He's like said he's not going to WrestleMania.
Oh, he said it, so it must be true.
I don't think
I'm
he's gonna
convinced.
lie. I don't think he's gonna say I'm not wrestling this year, and like not hint at there being a chance of him wrestling this
He
year.
took quite the bump for an injured guy.
Yeah, it's a triceps injury. It's a triceps tear.
Okay.
You know, I found it interesting though, and I said this to you guys. At first, they were saying it was the left arm. They said it was the left arm, and then
Yeah, it's moving. His mole's moving around on his face right in front of you. You don't know what.
This is Logan Paul we're talking about.
Did you not see? Did you not? I mean, you watched the DDT though. You watched him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched.
Oh,
it
I know.
all.
Okay.
I'm just
Just so you
saying
said.
what I read and versus what I saw. At first, the reports were saying left, and then right. I saw the
Oh,
DDT.
see?
Melting Pat's
Melting
agreeing.
Pat agrees.
Melting Pat's agreeing with Sal.
I think it might.
I don't. All
I
right.
think.
And then
it
they showed
might.
him backstage. I mean, listen, there's a possibility because with the Rollins thing, what story can you tell with Punk?
Yeah, and
Get
then
them
Punk.
both on ice.
Then he's crying in backstage with Cody. Finish your story. Fuck you.
Whoa! From my mouth to your ears.
Cody wrestled with this horrendous injury, so not a big deal to take a bump. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, thank you, Keverlas. A bump's not going to be bad.
But
that bad.
when he shows up
Well-
on Raw with a sling on his other arm, come and talk to me.
We'll see if Punk's in our plans later on in the show. Which, by the way, if you're watching now, we're gonna be booking. We're gonna be booking WrestleMania 40 in a few minutes.
But that's what I was trying to get to, Melting
Yeah.
Pat. Thank you. Is that
Yeah.
Punk another injury?
He is brittle.
Like he wrestled, as we said, a few matches on the tour, but really one main event, one televised match.
And you throw in AEW, like look at Punk's last year. What is it, like 3 injuries in a year now?
Every match, I feel like he got injured that he wrestled.
Guy even got hurt jumping into the crowd. I know that was a couple years ago, but
all right,
He's like, now it's getting too much. All right, there's a line.
I gave you guys a long rope.
There's a line.
Y'all can
No,
say
it's upsetting though because like
it is a.
they held him out for this reason so he doesn't get hurt, and then literally the first fucking match,
Listen,
it's crazy.
I'm telling you, man, they're gonna put everybody in bubble wrap.
At this point,
I know,
what's the
I
point of
wanna-
having people wrestle?
I'm gonna actually do it. I'm gonna take like all Rhea, EO. I'm gonna write all their names and I'm gonna keep track of how many times how many times they wrestle between
They're
now
probably
and
not
Mania.
going to.
it's gonna look like wrestling at WWE during the pandemic. Andrade versus what's his face?
Otis for a fucking hour. Like
No, what was that guy's name? Angel is it Angel?
Oh,
something?
Angel Garza.
The Angel
He's-
Garza versus
he's with,
Andrade
yeah.
every fucking week.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
No, but I'm serious. They're not gonna wrestle these people. Like they're gonna keep Rhea inactive. Like they're gonna protect everyone now. Like
So
Logan ain't gonna wrestle.
He
Whatever. We'll
doesn't
see.
wrestle anyway.
But yeah,
All right, what about the Rumble crowd?
that Rumble crowd let me down, man. I thought that
They
crowd
let you
sucked.
down?
I didn't like that crowd.
I think the crowd was appropriate to the show. They were hot for the women's match, and then they started dying down as the card kept going because the card just kept getting more predictable and like not as fun.
It's just I don't get it, man.
Like I
mean,
was dying towards the end because it was just like, all right,
Yeah, but like I'm
I
watching.
know who's winning this.
I'm watching Raw the next night, and
Women's
my friends there, or not the next night, but the weekend. No, the next night, this past week, and like these crowds, like I know it's by now it's WWE's WWE, but like, oh, hey, where are we going? Hey, camera's getting a view of like down there.
Yeah, again,
I got 2 words for you. Hey.
All right, bring that camera back up, please.
Hey.
All right,
What
anyway.
does everybody want? Yeah, or a dog. I want dog. No, I just think, listen, the crowds haven't been what they could be for a long time now, but for a Rumble crowd, man, like the final 6, the final 4, the final 2, that place should be fucking rabid for like, oh my God, here we go, who's gonna win? They did not give a shit.
Yeah.
I was happy to see the complaint about the music because
No Sheamus, get him out.
he'll be back.
No
He'll take
one wants Sheamus.
he'll take
Stop
Punk's spot.
Yeah. So that's all I wanted to say about that.
No, but I was happy to see the report about the music because I thought maybe just because I haven't been following, the
Yeah.
music wasn't hitting for me.
You don't
but
recognize
it was
anybody.
just.
Oh, no.
I just had no idea.
Yeah, had those, and I was like, whose song is this? Whose song is that? Like,
Yeah.
I thought some people had new songs. I wasn't even sure.
I do have a take though about the Rumble.
Let's go.
I do.
Do it.
Just because I'm online reading all these WWE fans talking shit about AEW this, AEW that. Talk all the shit you want,
Let's go.
but think of the Rumble.
Yes.
All the big moments do not happen without AEW. Everyone was obsessed about Jade Cargill. If she just came off the streets, no one would would care.
Yeah.
Granted, WWE knows how to get the person to the next level. I'll give them that. They're very good with the production. But if Jade Cargill was just an NXT star, came out, it would be ho-hum, whatever. The fact she had that run on AEW, I think, elevated her.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, it did.
Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, your final 2. Where were they? Where were they, though?
Saturday.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
This year's Royal Rumble was so
everything.
yeah.
It was AEW. AEW brings a lot to the table for all the shit talk that I'm seeing online.
It makes, listen, they make each other better.
Yeah.
The
And
competition.
that's what I love, and that's why I'm so sick of everyone being like, oh, they're so terrible. It's like, no, they're so good for each other.
And
like,
you know what? If
WWE has gotten better
Yeah.
since they've come up.
if Sheamus got an AEW run, it would make him even better.
So, on to the big news of the last week. Vince McMahon's finally looking done.
What do you do?
Did he poop?
He did a lot of shit.
Literally.
What do you do? Tell me. I don't know.
I didn't read the report like Papa H, so you'll have to.
I hate the tribalism. We watch WWE and AEW, enjoy both. Yeah,
So do I.
I get it. I mean, I enjoy AEW more. There's parts of WWE I like, but there's a lot more I don't. But we won't get into the weeds. We can go back to the.
I like both pretty well. Mrs. Melty Pat joins us. Yes.
Hello.
Dog.
And
Dog.
Dog's over there. No, so Vince McMahon, yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on. Getting sued. Brock got named, so Brock's out of the Rumble. Laurinaitis, we just found out today, it might be turning on Vince now.
He's using his people power.
Is it a heel turn, face turn? What is it? I don't know which one
I
we're
think-
considering this.
Technically, it's a face turn, but he's not going to get that face pop.
Because I mean, it's funny because with what he's admitting and reporting, he's essentially not denying all that shit.
That's what I'm
happened.
saying. It doesn't sound like it.
So Matt, I have a question though. You mean to tell me that you, a wrestling fan consumer, did not take the time to read the 57-page document?
I did not. I will wait for Papa H to tell me
Did
what's
you
on
read
it.
any of the tweets that we sent you
I want Johnny Ace to
that
know
just
all the names.
summarized anything?
I dabbled. Once we got to the poop, I was kind of out.
I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up things in there.
so
man.
did I. Pretty well. Once I got there, I was like, all right.
Oh, I dove in.
I know you did.
But no, I didn't. Not really. I didn't.
Freak.
Really, what the freak? No, I read enough of it though. I mean, it's pretty. I've read the text messages and stuff like that too. It's all fucked up.
Well,
I mean,
Are we sure he was texting? Because
Bro, those texts look ridiculous. Please, at home, tell me those texts don't look like an adolescent moron was texted like.
we're talking about Vince McMahon.
I know, but
Have you seen the things he does?
bro, like those.
He dropped N-bombs
like
on TV.
like use the letter C to say "see you later."
It doesn't make sense.
It's literally "see you."
He's an adult man. I get it. I know it's Vince. I know
it is
it's
It
Vince.
is Vince. I think it's Vince.
Oh, that's crazy though.
I hope they get him.
But also the gall to just like.
He look like a 70-year-old coke.
It's possible.
Yeah. Like I can see him writing this thing. Listen, I honestly.
Are we
after-
sure it's not a work?
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh my god.
This is about as real as Punk's injury.
Yeah. just after all this time, I hope that they can actually get him. People with money and power,
They have to.
he's gotten away with so much, and I really do feel like he's just gonna die, and then the skeletons are gonna come out, and then they're gonna get him.
Yeah.
They have to.
But it seems like it's gonna keep ramping up, and if people keep coming forward, like they're saying, people are coming forward already. So like the law firm.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Publicity is good
Like
publicity.
this has to be it. Like they were gonna get him a year or two ago. They messed that up. He came right back on the board of directors like what, a month or two later after he like stepped down and everything.
Yeah, but he had power to vote himself back in.
I know. I'm just
He doesn't
saying,
have that
like
power anymore.
now it's finally like, all right, now it's public. Like ESPN's reporting, like it's everywhere now.
Have ESPN reported
Yeah.
it? Because I haven't seen ESPN.
No, they did.
Seriously, I've seen
Yeah.
everybody but ESPN.
No,
I saw NBC.
Hold on, let me double check.
ESPN.
Like, just ESPN's like a partner with them, low key, and I haven't seen ESPN report anything. So if
Yep.
they have, good on them.
Yes, it
6
is.
days ago. All right,
Yep.
good for them then. I'm glad because I thought they weren't really covering it. But,
No.
yeah.
So once I saw that, because I got like the alert.
He should have been ousted in 2022, so I could see Brock at Mania. All right,
Yeah, but the problem is Brock would have been asked to with him without the reports are true.
I'll make some calls. I'll get Brock there, or we can book him here. You can watch our Mania show later.
I'm not booking Brock.
Why not?
We might. All things are on the table.
We know.
All right, we'll get there.
I'm not getting canceled tonight.
We'll be fine.
All right. Anyway, do we need to take a commercial, producer, or can we just keep rolling on?
We should probably take. Yeah, let's take
commercial
a break.
You're gonna take a commercial break. You're gonna come back with our fun segment. Say something nice. Let's see what we got on tonight, and then we finish with our fantasy WrestleMania booking. Please stay tuned.
Let us know what ads you see. I want to know.
Say something nice about Vince McMahon.
Oh dear God!
God damn it!
Which one of you?
Hell no!
You know what? I'll think about it. We'll see in a minute. Oh my!
I'm so
Oh,
glad
my.
they're back, bro. You did- That really wasn't it.
My little buzzer.
So, welcome back to the second part of our episode. We start off with telling them what kind of ads we saw.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for sharing your ads. Snoop solo stovetop commercial.
Was it?
Although I need to resub for no ads. Yeah, if you sub up, you get no ads. All you gotta do is look down below. You can subscribe to us, and if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch account. You get one free sub a month. You can use it on us. No money for you, but money for us. And love. We'll give you plenty of love. And maybe we'll pee on Brock.
I'll pee for Brock if it's to help him pass the steroid test.
Oh, I wouldn't do it for steroids. I would do it for money, but not for steroids.
To help him pass the test.
As long as he's not winning any titles.
Clean urine.
So, producer, what do we have for Say Something Nice?
Also, Chase Bank, DraftKings. Ooh, we got DraftKings.
Oh, DraftKings.
All right, say something nice. Let's see what's
Hey,
Hey!
Kevin Lass, thank you for the subscription.
Let's go. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if Juice should say because he was saying a lot of stuff, but our new goal for subscriptions is 10. We beat our previous goal of 5. We're now trying to get our Ty Dillinger 10. So please help us out. We're at 7 right now, so any subs help. All subs help. Thank you, Kevin Last.
It must have been that Solo Sequoia commercial that he saw.
Mr. Producer.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Please tell me it's someone that's going to set Juice off.
A round of applause. All right, who we saying something nice about? What?
What?
What the fuck?
Ah, yes. Glacier.
Wait.
Yes.
I'm so confused. Why was Sub-Zero on the screen?
Because they're the same person.
What the fuck? What?
It's the same character. It's a ripoff. Everyone knows that. It looks like Sub-Zero. Right there.
He's got blonde hair.
Oh, boy. What the fuck, man?
So, I'm going to start off.
All right.
Before I knew what wrestling was, I thought Glacier was so cool because this was like 95 and I was like a dumb little kid and his entrance was dope and then he did martial arts. He had one of the coolest entrances that I can remember when I was a kid. It was like a laser light show and there was like snow coming all around and then he would do some like martial arts to the ring. He looked like a badass. And then I grew up and realized he was a terrible wrestler.
So
You guys don't know.
I'm gonna have.
you know
I have
anything
no
about
idea who
him.
this guy is.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys even know who this man is?
No, I didn't watch WC.
I've heard of Glacier.
Fantastic.
Anything I say nice is just gonna be made up.
I thought Glacier was like an American gladiator.
Scroll down a little bit.
Can anyone at home please take their Say Something Nice? We just need 2 nice comments about Glacier.
We'll take
'cause
one.
These two men.
I'll give you
can't
one.
figure-
His mask lights up. That's cool.
It doesn't.
Oh, that was just that picture.
It's like a weird reflector
Oh,
with the laser light show.
not as cool.
I can't even say something nasty about him. I just don't know any.
Glacier did have a good look, like I said.
Glacier had a great look, not nice. The Goodwill ended when the bell rang. Dang,
Hmm.
that sounds about right for a lot of wrestlers.
True.
Though.
Especially in WCW in the 90s.
my say something nice about Glacier is that he used a yellow marker to autograph that picture. That's
This is a cool signature.
good call. It's better than using
That
like
is a
black.
cool signature.
It's better than using black and blue. I like that autograph. That's
Agreed.
good.
There we go.
That's my something
All
nice.
right.
This is a great Say Something Nice this week.
Is there a Scorpion like version?
No, which was so annoying.
There probably is one out
Never
there.
made one like
I'm gonna
that.
find it. I guarantee you there's one out there.
Those idiots. All right, on to the main event. So tonight
Let's go.
we do our WrestleMania 40 fantasy card booking.
Time to shine, baby.
We have 2 nights. I believe we said 14 matches total. I put 8 slots just in case we want to do a pre-show or something.
No.
We'll see what happens.
I'm pretty sure.
Juice does not give a shit.
This
Oh wait.
this
He wants to get
I
started.
really care. I'm
This-
hyped up. This
this-
is my shit. Let's
this
go.
99% will be what Melting Pat sees when he goes.
Yeah, Melting Pat, we're booking your Mania right now.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like, you need to keep in mind, like, because of the Vince scandal and how poorly Triple H carried himself during the press conference,
And just like TK, listen to Juice about the rankings coming back.
we've been given the book.
Yeah.
We're in charge now.
Yeah.
So they're not booking
You're
Mania
welcome
anymore.
for this preview. Like,
So-
it's a sneak peek.
All right, welcome into the writer's room. Let's figure this out,
Okay.
guys.
I think easiest one to start off with, night 2 main event. Is it really a question?
Oh, we're working backwards?
I mean, any order we want. And
Okay.
by the way, if any of you guys have ideas in the chat, let us know matches that you want to see, that you think we should do, we shouldn't do. Let us know as we're talking along. Anybody you
Okay.
want, any ideas?
I figure for the sake of time, we just do the
Okay.
obvious ones out of the way.
Night 2, main event.
Reigns versus Cody.
Reigns versus Cody.
All right, hang
Reigns
on.
versus Cody.
Oh, he's got something.
Hang on. No. I'm fine with that match. I just have one caveat. I want Hogan in as special guest referee.
No.
No, I'm serious.
Are you No.
Yeah.
You know what? I could see it.
I seriously do
I can
think it
see
can
it.
happen.
Because you know what? You had Hogan doing the promo for the Rumble.
It's 40 years.
And I've been watching a lot of the 2K,
Yeah.
whatever they're called.
Mhm.
Hogan's in the ring for every entrance that I've
Yep.
watched. They're pushing Hogan.
I'm not even trolling. I legit could see them putting Hogan as special guest ref, especially after what happened last year with Solo. what better way to like help Cody
I'm angry.
still not finish the story, but have Hogan call the 3 for Roman to pass him at SummerSlam for the reign.
All right.
I like that. Good start. Okay.
Good start.
All right. What else are we putting on
Where
here?
do we want to go from there? Seth Rollins opponent, who do we think? That would be night 1 main event, I assume?
Yeah, sure. We can throw it on there if
So
we want.
Seth Rollins.
So the realistic me says Drew McIntyre. The unrealistic
Really?
me
I don't think it's going to be
says-
Drew at all.
Okay. So you're thinking you want to put Seth with Drew 1-on-1?
What's unrealistic? Yeah, I'm more interested in that.
Seth versus Punk.
Okay.
With his
no,
fake
right.
injury.
So you're thinking Seth and Drew or
Yeah,
Seth
he
and Punk?
still thinks it's a fake ending.
Okay.
I think it might be Gunther.
So he drops his belt eventually.
I don't know.
Champ versus champ.
Or if you want to be
Good-
technical,
good.
the Women's Rumble should main event 1. I agree with you.
I agree with
I
that
agree.
too.
I agree with you. But
Oh.
we're workshopping.
We're-
You
we're-
like to do as a pick, okay? Because the prize is main event or so. I agree with you. They haven't done it every year, but I still agree with you.
No, it should be that.
So Bailey versus Io.
Yes. If you
Alright,
want to
we'll
put
put that.
Bailey, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just get Bailey versus EO on there. I'm good with that. Okay. But yeah, back to Seth. So my Seth match, I would do Seth versus Drew versus Sammy. Triple threat.
Oh.
Because Seth, if he's hurt, well, he is hurt. He's not going to be 100%. You do the 3-way.
Gives him
And
more rest spots. Yeah.
Gives him a little bit more of a break on his first match back if he hasn't been wrestling.
I like that.
And I also, not that we're not picking winners, but I do think that it's easy for Drew to pin Sammy to win it, or the other way around. But yeah, that's my match for Seth.
Okay. I can get behind that.
I'm good with it. I mean, I like that. I hope they do that. I don't think they're going to, but I hope they do that.
So do we want to tackle Walter next? Since you brought him up, we can kind of work like that, just like.
Yeah, the IC champ Gunther, who do you think his opponent's going to be?
So.
Night 1 or night 2?
I mean, I didn't do night 1, night 2.
Oh, okay, just-
Yeah, I
I
didn't
don't-
do that for this. You can
Sorry.
put him wherever you want. So Walter was an interesting one with me. I mean, it can go. I have a ton of options.
It really can go so many ways. I'm thinking because they're doing this whole undefeated streak and he's beating everyone, it might be time for an old school like multi-man IC title match.
Not like a ladder though, right?
Not a ladder match.
I mean,
Okay.
they did multi-man last year for Walter.
Did they?
No,
No,
triple
they did
threat.
a triple threat.
Triple threat.
No, I'm thinking of like when they had like the 6-pack challenge or whatever, at least 4, if not 6. Because I don't know what one-on-one guy is going to be believable that they haven't really already thrown in front of him.
So I have 4 different names that I wrote next to Walter's name.
Ultimate.
Omos.
Meat.
I hate him.
I did write Brock because
Meat.
that was the match. The
Yeah,
match
that
was...
was-
apparently supposed to be Brock versus Walter.
Yeah. So
Meat.
technically, according to that, then would it be Braun versus Walter? I don't think so because I don't think he's ready for. I don't think his first WrestleMania match is gonna be an IC match versus Gunther.
I
but-
think you meant Braun Strowman. when you
No,
said
Still
Um,
me. Still me.
And then my other one question mark, I wrote Big E, which they kind of started
Love
setting
that.
up with New Day on
they?
Raw.
Hmm.
They had him taking out Xavier Woods and Kofi. They've been
That'd
feuding
be
with them
great.
lately, so I'm wondering if they're planning something. But
That would be pretty awesome.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't know. I don't think so on that one. So the main one I wrote Jay.
I was
Uso?
just about to say, what about Jey Uso?
I wrote Jay
Because they
Uso.
need to give him some direction.
They're not doing Jay
It's
and
not going to
Jimmy.
be a world title.
I don't think so. I mean, they could, but
They kind of, honestly, they didn't really do much at Royal Rumble to make me think that's going to be an Uso versus Uso
like
match.
if you're not doing Jay and Walter, then you have to do Jay and Jimmy. Because outside of those two, I can't
doesn't
really, I
make
can't
sense
really
anyone
see
else.
what Jay would do, unless you do a multi-man.
I agree with you, though. I don't think they're doing Jay and Jimmy because I think that's why they gave them the 1 and the 2, and they didn't really, like, eliminate each other or anything, like, really, like, go... Yeah, I think it's going to be... I think Jay's a good choice.
You think Jay?
I think Jay... If we're saying one-on-one, I think it's Jay.
I don't think that's a great one-on-one match.
Okay. So who do you think for Walter then?
I would prefer like a 4-way and throw Jay in there as an afterthought because he's not main event.
Okay. So how do you feel about Jay, Braun, and Omos?
I hate that
It
Omos
feels
is
messy, but Hello, yes, test.
No.
Thumbs up.
The thing isn't moving.
Yes,
The hell
no.
isn't moving. Okay.
Okay, you wrote better. Better.
Thank you, yours. All right, cool.
Cool. Thank you.
So we were saying, I don't know what the last thing you guys heard, but we were saying that we don't think Omos is going to be in a multi-man match. We think it's going to be more of Omos is off with Braun. I think we just said, right?
Yeah, Braun and Omos. So I had Braun and Omos and Jay and Walter. Those are my
Omos
two.
was eliminated by Braun.
So.
Gangrel.
Yo, Gangrel! Better! Happy to see you. As always. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh boy.
All right, so wait, what about Chad Gable? Any chance Chad Gable they would put back in there if they're doing like a multi-man thing, like try to get some of his old opponents in?
I thought about that. I just feel like he's too cold right now. Granted, there's still time. But
He wasn't even in the Rumble.
Yeah.
he was confirmed for it, and then they just didn't put him in. Him, Otis, and Cesaro.
Well, they needed that spot for McAfee.
Clearly. But, yo! So are we writing those two in?
I just wrote in Braun Breaker versus Omos.
Alright,
Okay.
We can go back and
No,
change
that's
as
fine.
we go along.
That's fine. You guys like Jay.
Again, we can change as we go along.
What about
Anybody? Any names you want to get on here? 'Cause some
Rhea,
people are-
well, we got Rhea.
Yeah, I was gonna
Rhea?
say, what
Alright.
about the women's
We got
match
Rhea
for Ripley?
fighting.
I think it's Becky.
I said I thought Becky was in the Rumble, so I think it's Becky. for
Gotta
sure.
change the kid. Yo, you change that kid. Don't worry, it's all good. We appreciate you.
Do you think it's anyone besides Becky? Do you think it's like a triple threat with Becky and Nia?
They could do
Do you
triple
think
threat.
they're doing Nia and Jade?
I think they're doing Nia and Rhea in Australia for Chamber.
Okay.
Rhea will beat Nia there, and I think Mania is just going to be 1-on-1.
Versus,
Yeah,
I hope, yeah.
I think so too. yeah.
I don't think you need Nia in there for that.
Cool. Then who does Jade face?
Does she get a
Let's go with
WrestleMania
Jade.
match?
I think Jade gets a WrestleMania match. You don't think so?
Well, it depends what they do. I mean, if she shows up on SmackDown, dope. If she's gone again for a month, then like, what the fuck?
Jade. Jade.
I don't understand what would be the point of bringing her out of WrestleMania at Royal Rumble if you're not going to set up a program for her.
I agree. I'm with you. I have no faith at this point after everything
So
they've done. But
maybe Jade versus Bianca is like the best thing I can see them doing to give her like a good opponent with no belt attached. Because who else are you gonna have her face?
I agree with that too.
So that was my first thought too. My only
Or-
other option I can present.
Jade versus Nia.
Charlotte.
No.
Charlotte's gone till
I,
September.
they could get there with this.
Did you say she was going to be in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. So my only other one,
You're like she's working out and doing squats.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
Bianca and Jade teaming up
To face E.
to face Kabuki Warriors.
I thought about that.
That was my only other
I
one.
thought
That would
about
be
that.
dope because I was about to ask who's Kabuki Warriors face.
That was my
They-
only other.
What
yeah.
Shayna and
I like that match better.
What's her face?
My other. I mean, if it wasn't gonna be that, I had the Kabuki Warriors in because I'm thinking. I'll throw it out there now. I'm assuming they're gonna do another men's and other women's showcase tag match.
They have
Yeah.
to.
So I was gonna put Kabuki in that if they didn't do something like this.
Okay.
Roll back the tapes. What tape we rolling?
For what I said.
Oh,
yeah.
we'll get him. You go find out in our YouTube link down below. You can look for us. Do that research, King Girl.
So what match do we want to put right now?
I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine with either. I wrote the tag just to get Kabuki Warriors doing something. Rhea makes me think diarrhea. Oh, didn't she say that before?
Sick burn.
Either she said that or someone in chat said that before. And I
No.
remember whoever said that was the funniest shit ever. I never heard it before. I was
damn
like,
it.
that's clever.
I'm
That was
sorry.
Luke. Luke said it.
Luke said that.
It was definitely Luke.
Of course, Luke.
It
He was
sounds like a
Nice
thing Luke
plug.
would say.
Yeah, you're
Diarrhea.
gonna need a plug.
Oh, hey, are we plugging plugs? All right. All right.
I thought we stopped
Oh,
talking about.
I took it too far.
I thought we stopped talking about Vince.
Hey,
Not getting ground.
got bonked.
All right. What match are we putting on right now?
I say.
I'm fine with either.
I say Jade versus
Jade.
Bianca because they want Jade to be a monster.
Okay.
She's not going to team with anyone. Then Kabuki Warrior showcase.
Okay.
So women's tag team showcase, women's
Yeah.
tag team title showcase.
I put that on the same night with Bailey.
Okay. So in the showcase, I had originally without them, and I had Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Zoe Stark, and Shayna, Chance and Carter, and then Liv and Naomi. Now, if we're putting Kabuki in there, I would take out Chance and Carter.
No Liv? Oh, wait. You
Liv
said
and
Liv.
Naomi
You said
would be-
Liv.
Yeah, living in.
Just because, again, I those two I feel like got to be on the show.
Mhm.
They're probably
Well, what you said, Alba and what's her face?
no, Green
Yep.
and Niven, Stark and Shayna, Liv and Naomi, Kabuki Warriors. Those are my 4. If we're doing for the tag titles.
I think you might get Alba and what's her face instead of like. Oh, but who do you take out? Honestly, you probably take out Chance and Carter.
Well, I did to put in
they're not in
to put in
You're saying
Kabuki.
Chelsea and Piper? But they're
Either
former champs,
either
right?
Green and Niven then, or is Stark and Shayna? One of those two got to come out then.
Stark and
Maybe
Shayna.
Green and Nev. Green and Nevin's been on TV for a while.
And they're former champs. So I feel like they would belong
fair.
in the match.
It's tough. That's why.
Yeah, that's weird. All right. Yeah, I like that. Those teams are good.
Okay. Do we want to write them in, or just for sake of space?
I'm not gonna be able to fit all those teams in there. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, hater.
I mean,
So let's do the men's one then while we're at it. On the other side.
So
let me try this.
I
out.
have a match that I think
Oh, go for it.
needs to be in here.
Let's hear it.
I think you're going to start working Damian Priest as a face.
Okay.
So Dominic Mysterio is going to defend the tag titles with Finn Balor
Okay. So Dom and Finn defending.
versus Andrade and a returning Rey Mysterio.
What is this? What is this?
Number 1 podcast, Rey Mysterio.
What? So we got Ray on SmackDown, Andrade on Raw. Priest no longer defending the tag titles they still have. Okay, how can we get there? So we got to hear all options, Danny.
Well,
If we're gonna
because
book a
Priest
good
is
show.
gonna get kicked out of Judgment Day before. He's gonna go face.
So funny you say that. So my
Okay.
Judgment Day match, is Priest and Balor versus Dom and JD. Judgment Day influence.
Oh, okay.
That was my match I wrote
Priest
down.
and you think Balor's also going face?
Well, I think for now. I mean, it could, it'll change, but I think for the sake of a match and getting them on the show,
So no R-Truth.
R-Truth is pretty much out. They're doing this on.
Oh yeah, they beat him up.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
they
doing
did?
this
Like for
Awesome
good, like
Truth
legit beat him
thing,
up.
Probably.
So he's out. Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, so my men's showcase, I have Miz and R-Truth in that.
That's I figured they'd be in, but that wouldn't be another tag team.
So I have DIY winning the tag belts on the road to Mania, and DIY defending the tag belts in the men's showcase.
Oh, so you don't even have Judgment Day with the belts anymore.
Yeah.
They're just imploding.
Fully imploded.
Gotcha.
I mean, you could argue you could put somebody else with Priest, but I just feel like the match should be Priest and Balor versus JD and Dom. And
Okay.
that's what I had. I don't know what else you can really do with them.
Neither do I. I
on
just
the
don't
show.
see Balor going face.
So
Like,
are you thinking Priest and Dom then, 1-on-1? Maybe.
or maybe Priest and Bad Bunny. They were talking about Bad Bunny getting in there versus Dom and Finn.
You're gonna make him sick.
I know,
You're gonna
but
make
they're,
him sick.
How about Priest and Ray?
Get my man some Pepto.
They're already talking about trying to get Bad Bunny for WrestleMania.
Ray ain't coming back in time.
I don't think Ray's gonna be there.
I don't think he's hurt.
I saw him doing squats though.
All right, let's get back to that. What about Logan Paul defending the belt?
I think it's easy. I think Logan Paul and LA Knight. I think that's the vision. That's the way. Personally, I don't know if you guys think something different for him, but
Yeah, I'm messing up. Sorry. Give me a
Yeah.
second.
it's all right.
So confused.
And again, if anybody else has any other suggestions in chat as we're moving along, if you think we should do something, if you would do something differently, if there's any names you haven't seen yet that you think we really got to get on the show, let us know so they don't miss out.
So Logan Paul versus.
I was thinking LA Knight. I don't know what you guys
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anyone else.
would do at this point, but
Give him the win, give him the rub from that night. That makes sense to me.
There's a lot of names we don't have on here that need to get on here.
But there's gonna be a lot of names that aren't gonna get on the show.
But like Randy Orton has to be on the show. AJ Styles has to be on the show.
Where?
I have matches for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Solo.
have like, by the way,
Solo's
so
gonna be on
I
the
made up
show.
a card. Obviously my card's not gospel. We're negotiating
Junior
it.
Sammy KO's gotta be on the show. A lot of people.
Yeah. So I mean,
All right, let's go back to the tag team title match.
sure.
Let's get that out of the way. So
Yeah.
tag title match. You're thinking Judgment Day doesn't have it. Do you think Judgment Day still has WrestleMania?
They got to get rid of it eventually.
I
right?
agree. I don't think if you're trying to play up with the Money in the Bank stuff, I think they gotta lose it. I think DIY.
Tom and Nick, they're in traffic.
Tom and Nick should be the ones who win the tag team belts. I think DIY. I agree that DIY wins it.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Creed brothers, but they kind of cooled off a little bit.
They haven't been on.
Austin Creed.
They've been on a lot of backstage segments.
Yeah, but like in ring, they
Yeah.
haven't done anything.
But it's the same thing with that DIY is doing. They're giving DIY the little push, and then they're going to be off for a while. So they do the same shit. Okay, yeah, I'm cool with DIY defending against a bunch of tag teams. So we'll do men's tag teams.
I had them defending against Alpha Academy, Creed Brothers, and Mason Archer. That was my match.
That's all faces though. You need at least one heel team. That's 4 face teams.
I mean, you don't.
They could
if it's just
they
a
could
showcase,
turn someone.
Yeah,
You also spelled title wrong. Whatever.
tittle.
Tittle.
To tittle. But no, it's fine. I mean, we're not writing in who's in it anyway, so
Yeah.
this is not that big.
We can move the goalposts.
So where are we at? We're at 5 for each right now.
5 for each. And so many people missing. So then we're saying Judgment Day has a match against each other.
I mean, that's what I had. I mean, if there's any other ideas, by all means, we can do something different.
I kind of like that.
I mean,
Can they give JD a WrestleMania spot over some of these other names?
well, again, it could just be Priest and Dom one-on-one. We don't have to.
And then you don't
give
put Finn in?
his contract's up. Maybe they don't. It's ending shortly after Mania. Maybe they don't want to like. What do you guys think for Judgment?
Yeah.
How would you book Judgment Day for Mania? What would you guys do?
Judgment Day, I feel like, is like the biggest X factor. I don't know where they're going with Judgment Day, so it's gonna be so strange. Do you have any ideas for Randy? You brought up Randy before.
Yeah.
Where's Randy going?
So this one's a little random.
Yeah.
Excuse me. This one's a little random, but I have written down Orton versus Owens versus Sheamus.
Whoa.
Just because it's kind of an odd man out thing. I mean, what do they do? Like, Sheamus can come back, be a heel. Orton and Owens. I mean, there's not much there. I'm just trying
I
to think,
assumed
like,
Orton would face, unfortunately, Solo. They're gonna give Solo a match. They gave him a match against John Cena last year. They're gonna give him a big match. Orton still has to do his receipts for the Bloodline.
You could do that.
I read an internet rumor that's probably really false, but I like the idea.
What is it?
It was
Give me the tea.
John Cena returns. You know where I'm going with this?
Yeah. Go.
What?
No, go.
Cena Orton versus Bloodline?
You know where I'm going with this?
Just say it.
Cena
Let him
comes back.
Let him cook.
and starts a faction, the new NWO with Randy Orton and AJ Styles.
That's not what I read at all. That's not what I read at all. So,
What did I just listen to?
I thought Cena versus Orton.
Randy versus Solo Night 1. Thank you. Randy wins and punts Solo to keep him out of Night 2. I like that.
I like.
I would do it same night. I would do it same night then,
Yeah, that would make more
rather than
sense
a night
than
apart. But I get what you're
But
saying.
I do think Randy versus Solo makes more sense than a random throw-in match for Randy.
Yeah. Does the math check out though on that one?
What?
Because he doesn't like math. Solo doesn't like math. I get it. Yeah, I mean, I'll admit I'm a hater, so I didn't have Solo anywhere on my card because I just assumed he'd be Roman's little butt buddy again. But we can do Randy Solo. I can live with that. It leaves Owens really on the odd man out.
I don't know if Owens getting a match.
So just to put it out there, I have
Sage.
it's not a match. I have Grayson Waller as the host.
Okay.
I was just thinking of like who could be the host. It could be Owens, but I feel like they did Owens as host already, unless I'm forgetting something. But
Well, he hosted the Austin thing that turned into a match.
maybe that's it. And then my backup to that was maybe make Punk the host, like just to get him there. It'd be sad. I don't think they would do it.
I don't think Punk would want to do it.
No, but either way, that was just a random little thing.
The Rock could do it.
Okay. Rock couldn't do it. He's did it before.
Yeah.
Well, I think he was the first ever
He
guest
was the
host.
first ever. That was the first time he came back after
All
7
right,
years.
so at this point, we got 3 matches left. A lot of names off the board.
we still
Can't
haven't
have too many multi-person
we still haven't
matches.
we still haven't picked a Judgment Day.
Still haven't picked a Judgment Day direction.
So we need a
So,
Judgment Day direction.
Just a random match I had on there. I have, I'll read off whatever I haven't done just to get him out there. Andrade versus Nakamura.
Tries to have a Nakamura. Fuck, I forgot about
He's on Raw now. I'm just trying to think where Andrade could fit in.
I gave you an Andrade match. You guys said no.
I forgot about that.
So Andrade
And it was against Judgment Day. So I had two birds, one stone there.
we can still workshop it. We're still going here. Nothing's set. What else? Owens and Sheamus I already brought up with Orton. I also this one I had Lashley and the Profits versus Legado.
Fuck, I forgot about Lashley and the Profits.
I had
Jesus,
two?
there's so many.
Legado del Fantasma.
Legado.
It's gonna be I think we need the eight matches.
And then I think that was it. That's all I had written down. So those are the only ones that haven't like made it on.
I think Lashley and Profits versus Legado makes sense, or at the very least Lashley versus Escobar. But in some way, shape, or form, that has to be a final blow off, unless they do it before though.
Because you have Cross's group. I don't think they're making it to Mania. AOP. I don't think they're gonna make it here personally.
I don't want them to make it there.
Well, yeah, that's different. That's not for. Yeah. All right.
Damn, this is where it's like kind of stuck. And any more women's matches? No, right? No offense, we gave them
No, yeah, you got 2 on each night. Yeah, you got 2 on each night.
so many women are off too. That should be on it. It's crazy.
Who's missing?
Bianca, I guess. Oh, no,
Bianca's got Jade. Who's
Nia,
missing?
Nia Jax.
Technically, Nia Jax. Assuming that the women's title showcases a showcase, but right now Baszler doesn't technically have anything etched in stone. That's a big name, I think.
Did they bring that TNA girl back?
What name? Oh, Jordan Grace.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, no, I think
And then Charlotte being hurt sucks.
we have 4 women's matches
Becky's
set.
out. Bianca,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So yeah, you have we have room for 3 more matches.
Yeah.
So again, I'll just read off the Judgment Day stuff. That's gonna be 1 spot. Lashley, Legado. That's 2. Owens and Sheamus could be 3.
So no AJ?
Who did I have
Oh,
AJ?
let's land the plane here.
No, you're right. Where did I?
No, you didn't have AJ. I didn't hear an AJ name.
I thought I put him somewhere.
Wow. All right.
Maybe I missed them with everything. You know what it was? I think originally I had it as Lashley and Profits versus the club. But then I changed it to Legado.
Yeah, that's not happening.
You can do Styles and Owens.
Unless you do Owens and Styles versus Bloodline.
What?
You mean
Orton and Styles versus Bloodline.
What do you
like
mean Bloodline?
Jimmy
Solo.
and
Oh, like Jimmy and Solo? Oh.
I don't think so.
It just feels like a SmackDown match at
Exactly.
this point, yeah.
I think it says Orton and Solo.
Yeah.
All right, so Judgment Day. Let's go with that one. Judgment Day. What's your final vote?
Again, they're tag champs. And right now, if you want to assume they're going to win,
defend the belts. That's another way
you can
go
put them
too.
with anybody else on either show.
Your final thing is you think they're imploding and facing each other.
That's what I think. That's what I would do.
Where are you
personally.
going?
I think Damien, they don't have the belts. Damien doesn't get a match. Maybe tries to cash in on the winner of the Seth match.
Okay.
So no Judgment Day match at all?
No Dom.
Just no Damien. We could get Dom and Finn in there somehow.
What about Brock versus Dom?
That was supposed to be
That's supposed to be the match,
Elimination
yeah.
Chamber.
That's what I'm saying. What if they things cool off and they just do it?
Brock's not coming back for WrestleMania.
Dude.
Brock's not coming back for WrestleMania.
Mrs. Book Night 2 before the latest Vince news. I think you'll like this. Let's hear it. Let's see.
Brock's not coming back
it's
for
just
WrestleMania.
an idea. It could happen. It honestly could.
I don't understand why Brock versus Dom would even be a thing, though.
It's easy heat. Everyone hates Dom and Brock's Brock, and people would be like, "Yay!"
Plus, Dom would need so much help to beat Brock. It'd be crazy.
Maybe run back Brock and Taker because we need the spot.
I do like Profits versus Legado.
Lashley and Profits.
Lashley and Profits versus Legado.
Mhm.
Unless you're
Yeah, no.
adamantly opposed to that.
No. Can Ray come out for it?
So our biggest names missing at this point are Owens and Styles, Sheamus if he's back.
No Sheamus. He sucks.
All right, so Owens and Styles are missing.
I'd like to get Sheamus in there.
Cody, all right, hold on. Cody beats Reigns. Priest cashes in and wins. He celebrates a Judgment Day.
And then
But there's more.
they do the thumbs down.
I like Evolution.
Like Evolution.
I thought that's what damage control was gonna
They're
do.
gonna.
Yeah. That's just every day.
And then Andrade Nakamura.
Shit, not cool. Yeah. All right, last 2 matches. Where are we going?
Well, we need. Are we missing a belt? No, we're not.
No.
No belt.
Again, if we're going simple and you want to get the names on there, Andrade Nakamura, Owens, and Styles. That's it. That gets no Judgment Day, no Dom, but that gets those names on. That's what I have written down. We can think otherwise and go from there, but that's what I got.
Too bad they didn't do the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania anymore.
Yeah, I know. Lesnar's music hits. He's taking a favor from Nick Aldis to get a title match. Instead of beating up Brock, JD turns on Priest.
What is happening here?
I think I would need to invest in a neck brace just from the whiplash of everything going on. Complete chaos.
And then
Brock leaves with the titles. Oh my god! If there was ever a way to know that Vince was back in power, that would be it, though. Like all of that.
But wait, there's more. Nobody peed in the cup for Brock. He has to give up the title the next night.
Last 2 matches.
That's who should be refereeing night 2. Play it off like
You guys are
play it off like The
ridiculous.
Rock has Cody's side and then he screws Cody.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Ruins
All right.
3 huge moments.
No one's
I
happy.
do think Judgment Day is gonna have a match. So would you be opposed to Orton versus Solo versus AJ?
Or you could even do Dom Andrade.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
What was your
Dom
match now? I'm
Andrade,
sorry.
yeah, no,
Dom
Dom
Andrade.
Andrade.
And
So-
Ray comes back.
You can write it if you want.
I don't mind Dom
So
versus
what was your
Andrade.
So what was your Styles match? I jumped on it.
Just add him to Solo and Orton.
Like a 3-way.
Yeah,
I prefer the SmackDown
That'd only
tag
be-
match.
that'd only be 2 3-ways.
Outside of the 2 tag title showcases, we don't have tag matches.
Yeah,
That's usually what we have.
I really think it's gonna be.
6-man.
I really think if they're trying to get Bad Bunny involved, it's gonna be like
Video is frozen. FYI.
Forget Bad Bunny. We don't have
We
we don't have
right?
room. We don't have time for Bad Bunny. Let him just
Is-
stay in Puerto Rico.
Isn't there like a world tour he's doing or some shit?
it might just be your video, Melting Pat. Our videos look
Yeah.
good. Sorry.
I think he's doing a tour right now. I say no to Bad Bunny.
Okay.
They already brought in
He
discount.
wants Bad Bunny.
I don't. I'm just telling you the rumors that are even going around.
All right. So last match. What do you guys want? 'Cause right now, no Nakamura, no Styles, no Owens.
How about? Isn't AJ's contract coming up too?
Mm-hmm.
What about a Finn Balor, AJ Styles loser leaves town?
Melting Pat had
Replace
replaced Brock with Bad Bunny.
Oh my God.
I would never watch WWE
I
again.
have to call 911.
That'd be worse than
Be on-
Pink-
David
wait.
Arquette.
I talked to you about this. I talked to you about this a while ago. I love a match on a stick. Pink slip on a stick. Finn Balor versus Styles. Loser leaves town. Gets the pink slip.
All right,
They've
last
done
match.
that. They did that match like
Mm.
20 years
You think
ago.
that's gonna be no way? That'd be great. They're not doing it.
I'll let y'all take the wheel on this last match. I think I've.
I don't know. I don't know where to go with this last match. It just sucks.
I mean,
And then,
Styles versus Owens doesn't make sense.
and then the next week, Finn Balor shows up in the Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
oh God.
Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do an Andrade 30-man battle royal? Andre? I'm saying Andrade. I was looking at
They do it on
Andrade when I said
SmackDown every year. I wouldn't put it here.
Oh,
It's on
it.
SmackDown
The
every
stupid,
year now.
memorial.
that really got downgraded.
I mean, I guess Styles versus Owens, but that just doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, you can get there. With the you have 2 months. We can still get there.
But how else do you not put them on? I'm not crazy about the last 4 matches for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you want to pop up like the full roster, see who else is missing. But I'm pretty sure.
No, it's
The
not who
only-
else is missing. It's
Yeah.
that the big names. How do you get the rest of the big names on there with it making sense? Because like Royal Rumble for the men's didn't really set up a lot of like storylines because the Punk one got ruined. So now Drew and Sammy, I can see makes sense to add to Seth. Because who else are they gonna do a one-on-one with? Everyone's kind of taken, unless you want to do Gunther, which, and then that would give Sammy and Drew their own match.
I wouldn't hate the Seth match becoming a fatal 4-way.
With who?
Sheamus. No, anyone. Like you could throw in KO
Nakamura.
probably or Nakamura.
You could do Nakamura. You can throw him in there if you want. I don't think it's gonna.
We don't have
Oh,
any fatal.
yeah,
we don't
I'll
have any
usually
fatal
do.
four-ways though.
Yeah, I think this is it.
All right.
I give this card a C plus.
I'm not crazy about it. I'm like looking at it.
We can change it.
No, but this is the card that makes sense.
Out of this, let me see. I don't like the idea of just throwing someone into a title match. Yeah, agreed.
We'll write a story. We got 2 months.
Hey, you're gonna be at the show. We already got your money.
I think all the title matches except for the Gunther one are pretty much kind of like there's groundwork laid into it a little bit. So I'm not. They all make sense to me.
Mhm.
The Braun versus Omos match. It's not that it makes sense, but we know that's kind of what they're playing at. Plus, the Royal Rumble kind of gave us that avenue, so that makes sense to me. Jade and Bianca, I believe they did have a stare down in the Rumble.
Yep.
So that makes sense. Then we get to the title showcases down, and besides Order and Solo, Order and Solo makes sense. Last Year Profits makes sense. Dom and Andrade, I think we're kind of just mashing together, but who else are we going to put with Andrade? Andrade's going to need a match. Dom has good heel.
Omos is so bad though. Oh no, we
Omos
know.
is so bad.
We just know that they love to make him an attraction, and he's
gonna
gonna
be there.
find his way onto the show.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
That seems like to be it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this unveils over the next few weeks. Hopefully our card's not totally off. The last 2 matches, I'll be very interested to see if that
Hold
kind
on.
of comes to fruition. Oh,
We left someone off.
Who did we forget?
Hulk Hogan.
Okada.
Ooh.
Oh God, he'll be in NXT. He won't be ready for WrestleMania.
He'll be a Chase.
He'll be Chip Daly.
Yeah, he'll be at the NXT special event that weekend.
He'll be a Chase University.
It'll be Saturday afternoon, right before WrestleMania 1.
He'll be at NXT Takeover.
All right. Do we know what we have on deck for next week? I forgot if we decided that.
Yeah. So next week we are going to be ranking. So every Thursday 7 p.m. going forward, we're gonna have our episodes here, and we're gonna be ranking next week. Wrestling video games.
Oh yes, that's right.
I'm
so
going
excited.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I was
It's
so
like,
hyped
it's like
about
Brock Lesnar guy. Yeah.
When does 2K come out? Does this kind of coincide with
I
that?
think in like a month or so.
Oh.
I
Or a
don't think
little
it's
early.
yet. But yeah, we're gonna be ranking wrestling video games. I'm gonna do a tier maker. I'm gonna get them all set, and then as a group, we're gonna talk about which ones we played or haven't played, and we'll rank them. So definitely be sure to come back and hang
There's
with us.
so many games I haven't played. Once you showed me that list, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But they're so early, obviously.
Well, there's a lot.
There's a
I'm
heap.
gonna cut some of them just for the sake of time. I think there's like 100+ games. We're not gonna be ranking all of them.
Yeah, me and Matt had the same reaction. Like, wait, what? How many?
It's gonna be probably about half that.
Like a solid 30.
Yeah, I don't-
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we want to be fair.
Maybe
ranking
like
them.
3/4 of that.
Yeah.
2/4.
So, yeah, that's what we'll be doing next week.
Sweet.
And then
That sounds awesome. Yeah, so next Thursday, 7 o'clock.
7 p.m.
And then also, hopefully some of these matches also kind of start unveiling themselves, and we'll see. We'll kind of keep updated with the card and be like, oh, we're totally wrong on this. Let's change that or whatever the case is.
Remember
But
to-
for now, this is our
Remember
card.
to fix your clocks.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Melty Pat, we can't wait to see you. Thank you guys for coming back. Everyone, thank you guys for joining us. Next week, Thursday, same time, same place. We can't wait. Have a great week.
I get to do the intro next week too. Tune in. Hey.